What did I say?
During the meanwhilest.
During the meanwhilest. No, I don't like that at all.
Well, hello. It is Dexter, the Griswolds, and me, and we're at the start of our regular little nature trail. People ask, Nick, do you get bored? Do you get bored of walking along here? Well, no is the answer. There's always something new to see. I don't come here like every day, you know. It's like once or twice a month we make this walk. But secondly, it's the only stroll that I can manage. I've got my frame with me, so I've got a seat on that, so I can like sit down every, couple of minutes or so. And it's really needed at the moment because my right hip, it feels like it's crumbling away. A great amount of pain at the moment. Anyway, that's enough of that. Reason for the stroll today, twofold really. Firstly, to try and document some changes since the last time you came along here. See what new blooms are in flower. See if there's any new buds coming along, any new grasses, those sorts of things. Enjoy that. And secondly, it's to have a go with the Nikon D3100 in my normal, nature surrounding. Yeah, so I've already used that camera a little bit, took a few shots out the garden the other day, and you'll get to see those in a future video, obviously. Today, though, it's gloriously sunny. It's got to be low 20s, I would say. Anyway, we'll stroll on now, see what we can see, photograph what we can photograph, and I'll report back in a bit. Nice to see the buttercups out already. Hoping today to see some herb robert, and then when we get to the far end of this walk, there's an old graveyard, and sometimes the field there is full of daisies and buttercups. So might try and get a picture there if I make it that far. These make for nice photographs if you can get them out of the wind and still enough. Either still enough to use a narrow aperture to get it all, a lot of it in focus, or of course to focus that. But you need still conditions for either of those. And these are too windy. These are pretty blossoms too. So I might try and get a picture of one of these later. It's very breezy at the moment. So we'll see. Perhaps on the way back I'll get a picture of this lovely white blossom. Of course, this time of year as well, you've got the gorse coming into bloom. Not a particularly attractive plant, although that's quite a nice little feature there with a little feathery seed pod. Two stages of the dandelion there, in flower and in seed. More pretty white flowers. I think these are the cardamines, possibly. I'll have to check when I get home, and I'll put up what they are on the screen. But I think I'm going to get a picture. I'm going to get a picture of these. Lots of pretty little flowers coming into bloom now. They make a nice little subject. Let's get a picture of those. I got the Observer's Book of Wildflowers at home, which was bought for me when I was a very small boy. Very small boy. My uncle bought it for me. My great uncle. When I was about, I don't know, 5 or 6, and I've still got it. Perhaps I should pack it with me on these trips so I can identify some of the flora. Because I'm no botanist. Unfortunately, I can't name you all these little wildflowers. Oh no, those are the cardamines there. Yeah, no. So what those white flowers were back there, I don't know. I'll have to find out, and I'll put the name on screen. It's a lovely day. Benefit of this frame is it's got a seat built into it. So whenever I get too fatigued, which is every sort of, I don't know, 30 yards or so, I can stop and have a sit down. And if I can kind of like coincide that with finding something interesting at the side of the path, then it's a win-win. Get a rest and a picture. Anyway, we're coming into the more woodlandy part of our stroll. This is early part is like sort of meadow. We're coming into the more woodlandy part, and then in there I'm hoping to find some herb robert to photograph. That would be nice. Even the bluebells there. Coming to the end of their flowering season. I didn't get down for I think it's about the 3rd year running now, 2nd or 3rd year running. I didn't make Bluebell Woods at Parc Le Brios. I just have not got the energy to walk there any longer. It's too far. But I've got some lovely pictures and some fantastic memories from them. When I could get there. I'll pop one of those up on screen now from a good few years back. Right, and here we have some herb robert. I think we can find better than that. Although I shall bookmark it in my brain. It's just opposite the swamp. There we are. That's getting all very, very green and lush now, isn't it? You compare that to back in earlier this spring or late winter. My word, that is very green. Well, we made it to the end of the path and the graveyard. So I'll just I'll swing you around now and show you the sight in front of me. A field of daffodils, dandelions and daisies. Definitely no daffodils. There we are, that's the view I've got at ground level. And that's the shot I'm going to get. I'm going to focus on one of these. That dandelion there probably. I'm going to focus on that, on the clock of that. Zoom right in on my focus screen. Use focus peak in. Get a shot, 2-second timer. That might be shot the day. Oh, it's a butterfly. There's a white butterfly. Just landed down there. Right. Be very careful. And we might see him. I've lost him. It's a white butterfly. He landed on a white flower, on a daisy. I've lost him. Dang. Oh, there he goes. Right, can you see? He's on that yellow dandelion. Now you probably won't be able to see him with this. And he's flown off down over there. Right, I'm going to try and catch up with him. Take the camera off the tripod and try and catch up and get a picture of this butterfly. So, bear with. Right, well, I've spotted a solitary lone herb robert flower So I'm going to try and get a picture of him with that dandelion out of focus. It's like soft focus in the background, but I've got all these branches in the way here, so I'll do a little bit of pruning, a little bit of gardening, and then see if I can get this picture. So I have to put you down a second and go to work. But anyway, here is this year's first picture of some herb Robert. I do like these weeds. They look like little fireworks. But getting a picture of one, as I said, is tricky, because either you need the focus stack or you need to use a narrow aperture. And for both of those scenarios, you don't need, as you can see, you don't need this breeze that these are blown about in. So I think I might have to scratch this today and not get one, and try and come again perhaps earlier in the morning or later at night when the air is stiller. Shame though. Well, I think I finally got a picture of that. I'm going to call it the firework weed. There we are. Finally got a picture. I've had to send the Griswolds back to the little graveyard, so I left the centre column for my tripod there. Oh dear, would you believe? So I hope they can find it. Can't believe I did that, really. Oh god, I think I better check that it's not in the bag here. Hang on. No. No, it's not, thank goodness for that. Anyway, yeah, my little firework weed. About 8 shots, I think, back to front focus bracket. I was going to take a second set, but the wind started up again, so couldn't do it. So just got the one bracketed set of images. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got them all. Anyway, that is it from this little nature trail. Come D3100 tryout. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that video. That'll be out pretty soon. May even be out on Tuesday if I can get it filmed in time. Until then, though, just be nice, okay? And Dexter and I will see you on Tuesday, hopefully. Ta-ra.